ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
His perfect night continues. He's been on base all 4 times, and he's on again here with a solid single.
Ryan Flaherty will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just...
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. The Bay Sox lead this thing. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Carl Williams. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Ryan Flaherty struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go 0 for. But let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
Here we go now. Come on
now. Oh, and they've got him picked off. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. A runner on first with 2 away.
Yeah, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in there. And now they've got him picked off.
Hey, come on, baby. See it.
Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. No runs on a hit, no... Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, seemed like everything he touched turned to gold. He winds up with 5 hits in the game. Without question, a standout performance.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Bay Sox win it 6-1. Good night, everybody.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, and please drive home safely.
And we welcome you back to today's minor league pregame show as we close in on Double-A Eastern League Baseball with our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Carl Williams is our man to watch as he comes off one of his better showings of the year. His last contest, an impressive 5-hit performance, and really led the charge offensively for this ball club.
Yeah, and let me tell you, getting 5 hits in a ball game is really tough to do. I mean, sometimes you don't even get 5 at-bats, and we all know that getting a base hit is one of the toughest things to do in sports. Going into this one, I'll bet he'll be trying to emulate everything he was doing and thinking about up there because it obviously worked. And I'm sure the team hopes he has another big game. It always helps get your offense going when a guy is hot like that.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show. The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Harrisburg Senators and the Bowie Bay Sox. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Carl Williams comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
First baseman, Carl Williams.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Line to the right side. And he is going to have extra bases here to start the home first. Around first on his way to second now. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Oh, my goodness. This guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun.
Joel Guerra will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. No one out with a runner at second.
Hey, your pitch right here. Let's go.
Runner goes for third. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. And he will beat the throw as he gets his foot in there, safe at the plate.
Doesn't look like there's going to be much of a letdown from yesterday's ball game. They knocked the ball all over the yard in that one, and they're off and running again with an early RBI single here.
Carl Williams digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And, guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Well, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Left fielder, Joel.
Carl Williams steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Carl Williams.
Come on, big guy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard to the right side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder.
Anthony Mosher will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Hey, no outs.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. And neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
And that's going to be a base hit. So the possible tying run is aboard here to start the 7th. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Ronnie Gant, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive. And give the next guy a chance as well.
Here's Giannis for 1.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was...
At the plate, Carl Williams. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Drilled on the ground is short. Fielded cleanly. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one.
Hey, come on now. Here we go.
Malcolm Reeves will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And Bowie is out in front, 1-0. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought his good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with a victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Bay Sox win it 1-0. So long, everybody.
Here now is our final night score. First for the victorious Bay Sox. 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the Flying Squirrels of Richmond and the Bowie Bay Sox. And with that, here's a look.
Does a lot of things right at the plate. It takes the simple approach and it tends to pay off.
Baseman, Carl Williams.
He's set. Here it comes. A ball hit hard to the left side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Oh, you talk about being comfortable.
Ryan Flaherty will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Grounded back up the middle. A step on the bag for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors. So stepping in, number 29, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Hey, one pitch. Make it yours.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. Now a long throw home, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
It's so important.
Ryan Flaherty will be the batter, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
Here comes the 0-1. There goes the runner. This is pulled into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. Throw into third, and he is in there.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Henry Urrutia stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 3 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Carl Williams gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Out in front of it, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, let her fly, let her fly.
Skied into straightaway right. Veras is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The right fielder, number 3, Ryan.
Johnny Land will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. Bounce to first. Williams gloves it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Carl Williams ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Rubio moving in, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings for him. He was hitting his spots all game long.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Tonight, the 2nd of 3 to start the week between the Flying Squirrels of Richmond and the Bowie Bay Sox. It's baseball. It's the show. And it comes your way next. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. This is a guy that's hitting over 350 in road games this year, which is pretty unusual, but that's the case. So I think we can expect him to put together a pretty solid performance in this one.
Mike Wright is on the mound for game 2. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, not a big strikeout pitcher here on the mound, so expect to see a lot of balls put in play, defense being very...
Carl Williams will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Line drive to center field. And a diving effort in center, but it's going to skip right on by him. Around third and being waved on home.
All right, you're here.
And the run will score all the way from first.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Coming to the plate now, Ryan Flaherty, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put...
He's out.
And here's just a case of a guy at the plate doing the little things to help his team win. And he gives his guys...
Russell Rhodes will dig in. He singled his first time around. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To first. Williams is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, left fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Johnny Land. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Right side. Beck in the hole. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. And Bowie is out in front, 3-1. Carl Williams digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Boy, this one might be a case of adding injury.
Stepping in, Ryan Flaherty. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Land racing back at the track, the wall, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Carl Williams stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
Carl Williams.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home.
Right here.
The run scores from second. The relay throw. And he's in there with a 2-run triple.
Well, these guys have been getting plenty of barrels on the ball here in this inning. Here's another example of it right here. That's 7 runs that have crossed the plate. They're just hitting everything.
Striding into the box, Ryan Flaherty. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Rubio is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Bay Sox lead this thing 10-1. Carl Williams had a 2-run triple in his last AB, and here he is into the box again.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete, and Bowie is out in front.
Let's go right here.
Carl Williams gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Hot shot to third, and he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. He'll come home with it, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
And these guys just don't seem to want to let up out there. Who can blame them? That's now 13 runs they've put up here so far, and that's going to make for some pretty happy folks.
Ryan Flaherty will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Looking to minimize the damage here, and that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
This is where you can get a sense for a young guy's character out there. You know, okay, he got a raw deal on a couple of those calls, but some guys get angry.
Hey, get the pitch right now.
L.J. Hose stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2. This crowd, not a huge one strictly in terms of numbers, has definitely had plenty to cheer about.
Yeah, they have been a very vocal bunch, that's for sure. These are the true fans out there on a night like this.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So they do strike for 2, but it could. Chad Taylor steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly. Here's Giannis for 1.
He's in there.
On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Mike Compton will dig in. Took a called 3rd strike his last time.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, first baseman.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Bay Sox win it 15-5. Good night, everybody.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
All right, tonight's Double-A Eastern League action is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Carl Williams is our focus as he enters this game riding a 10-game hitting streak. Steve, what do you think about his chances of extending it in this game?
Well, Matt, we all know that these streaks are always tough to keep going, especially when people start to catch on that they're actually happening. Plus, the pressure just keeps rising the longer they get. Now, this isn't really that long a streak by any means, so I doubt that he's feeling any pressure yet. I think he's just really having fun with it. But if he continues to stick to that same approach he's had over the last 10, I think he's got a good shot to keep it going for a little while longer. And, you know, it always helps if you get that hit out of the way in your very first at-bat. So we'll see if he can get that done in this one.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Flying Squirrels of Richmond and the Bowie Bay Sox. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. He sports a batting average with runners in scoring position over 300, so you could say he relishes in those big moments. We'll see if that's the case in this one.
Alex Hara, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that,
Carl Williams will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign.
Let's go now. One time.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
In there, a base hit.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row, and now that's 11 for this guy, so he is feeling it.
Mitchell Drew steps in for the first time. One of those guys really needing something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go of it lately. Here's the pitch on 2-2. High in the air and deep to left center field. Rubio ranging back to the track. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
And I think they catch a big break here defensively. I mean, this is a ball that's going to get all the way to the wall, yet that runner can only move up 90 feet to third base. That's a bit of a letdown.
Henry Urrutia will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Ground ball right side. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. 1 run scores. And not in time as the second run scores.
Batting 6.
Carl Williams digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
For Bowie. First baseman, Carl Williams.
Line drive to left. Land has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Carl Williams digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at it with hard stuff.
Shot back up the middle. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. That's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
At the plate, Mitchell Drew. He singled his last time up. And he'll snap one over to first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 4 full. The Bay Sox lead this thing 5-0. Mike Compton will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Hey, we got 1 here, guys.
1 out and a runner on second base.
Hey, come on now, guys. Let's hold them.
On the ground to the right side. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Carl Williams ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
First baseman, Carl Williams.
Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. Now this is cut and thrown to first, and he'll scramble back to first safely.
Now batting.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Mitchell Drew steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far. 2 down, runners at first and second.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 left. Now to the plate, Carl Williams. He'll look to keep it going, 3 for 4 so far in the ball game.
Wait for your pitch right here. Let's get your pitch.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Wait for yours here.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Land on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We've played 8 full, and Bowie is out in front, 7-1. And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but...
MLB The Show's coverage of minor. Continue our tour. Next. Carl Williams will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
Horner is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So stepping in, number 29, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Come on, baby, one time. Here we go.
Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Wait, when you stroll to the plate with an 11-game hitting streak and then you bang out another base hit and take it to 12, you got a little swagger about you.
In now, Mitchell Drew. He singled his last time up.
Let it rip right here.
Now a throw over to first. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Come on. Let it fly right here.
And again a throw.
He's
and
good.
A dive, but he's back in there. Nobody out, runner on first. Runners on the move for second, and this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
This is where you can get a sense for a young guy's character out there. You know, okay, he got a raw deal on a couple of those calls, but...
Coming to the plate now, Henry Urrutia, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kinds.
Come on, baby, get your pitch up there.
Oh, he lifts a high pop-up. drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he's retired, 1 away. Joel Guerra is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Runners are at first and second with 1 away.
He's going.
And the runner's breaking for third. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And they'll just tag him here for the out. Malcolm Reeves strides forward with the bases juiced now, and a big hit here could really put this one out of reach early on.
Hey, and you ever heard the term smell blood? That means you have to be like a shark and attack when the other guy's bleeding. It's a great chance for them to take a commanding lead right now.
The 0-2 delivery. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. Here's Giannis for 1. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double. Here comes the payoff pitch. On the ground up the middle. He's got it to second for 1. On to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings as that one will retire the side. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Carl Williams will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
Williams.
Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first on his way to second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, when you're hot, you're hot. There's no denying he's been swinging one of the hottest bats on the club, if not the entire league, and he comes through again with his second hit of the ball game. This one for 2 bases.
Now a look and a throw back to second, and he'll get back in safely.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Stepping in now, Mitchell Drew in the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. So take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Hey, have a rip up there right now, huh?
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 1 out and a runner on second base. Hung that one out there a bit, but it's a called strike. 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2.
Hey, have a rip, kid. Here you go.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good piece on it, huh? Let's go.
Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Hot shot to third. Reyna is up with it.
Hard 90, hard 90,
Throw
hard 90.
won't be in time as he reaches it first.
And the key to this is that he's running hard out of the batter's box all the way. You know, with some guys, it's not always the case, but he is really busting it down the line, and he's going to get rewarded with the infield hit.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Runner's back.
Just checking.
Don't be afraid. Let it fly one time.
Standing in now, Henry Urrutia, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
Rip up there, huh?
Hey, let her fly right here.
And a strike to even the count.
1-1.
1-1. Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back.
Keeping him close.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Chop this one right side.
Run
Played
it out,
on the
run it out.
backhand.
Out.
One there. On to
safe.
first, but not in time. He beats it out to keep the inning alive, and the run is in to score.
Yeah, really no shot at 2 on a high chopper like that one. They do wind up getting the force at second, but that runner from third is able to just waltz in and score.
Joel Guerra will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. He's set. Here it comes. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And although this does move a runner into scoring position now with 2 outs, it does afford you the opportunity to pick who you'd rather pitch to. They do have a better matchup now versus the guy on deck. So the option is there to put this guy on and then take their chances with the next guy in the order.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That's inside. 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
Here it comes, 2-0. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Hey, your pitch right here. Let's go.
2-2. 2 out here and a runner at second.
Wait for your pitch up there, huh?
Here's a little chopper up the middle.
Hold up
Mendez
right here.
fields it cleanly.
He's in
Throw
there.
not in time as he's able to leg it out.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
LJ Hose digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And I believe
No
they'll
ball,
say
two
he
strikes.
broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
Let's go now. One time.
Hey, need
Hit
you
out
right
towards
here. Kid,
second.
try something.
Come on, come on, come on, come on,
Throw
come
to
on, come on,
first
come
in
on.
plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Senators lead it 5-3. Lee Chu comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
True.
Hey, nobody out now.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
And here we go.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, it's really not too hard to figure out what the game plan is on a guy like this. You cannot give him anything up around the belt that he can drive. So you're going to see that all 4 pitches are either mid-thigh or below, and that's right about where you're going to want to be pitching against a guy like this.
One down here, fellas.
Into the box now, Ronnie Gant. She'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
The catcher, number 3, Rob Casto.
Rob Casto stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip.
Hey, come on now.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. 0-2 count and the pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Fastball. Nope. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, that might be his way of saying, look, enough of the foul balls already.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Hit down the third base line. Castillo is right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. 5 innings complete. Harrisburg is out in front, 5-3. Leading off the inning, Paul Janisch, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
Wait for a good one, huh?
Hey, you can't find it. Be patient, huh? They can come to you.
Line to the right side, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far, and you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Now time called here as the manager pops out of the first base dugout. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one.
Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher set to come on. It'll be the 6'4" right-hander Nick Massett that gets the call.
Massett.
Gavin Ridgway will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Carl Williams will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Got a fastball to his liking. It was middle in. So he was able to turn on it and pull it right through the hole to pick up the RBI.
Come on, guy, get your pitch up there.
In now, Mitchell Drew. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one.
Hey, see it, drive it. See it, drive it.
Here's a swing, and oh, man. Way out of here. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one as they open up an 8-5 lead.
Oh, nowhere to put him. You can't walk him. You can't pitch around him. So he has to come in with something right here. And boy, this guy was just lying in the weeds waiting for this pitch. And this is the big salami right here.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Henry Urrutia. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. At the very least, he'll get a fresh start at things here following the grand slam.
I don't think he'll take a whole lot of consolation in that, but you're right. As best he can, he's got to clear his mind.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Boy, I think it's time to start being a decision maker up there. Either take it or leave it. But that's twice in a row. He's gone halfway.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Fly up there, huh?
Standing in now, Joel Guerra. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
No one better. Let's go, kid.
Hey, let her fly, let her fly.
Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. L.J. Hose will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Got to figure the
All right, come on.
2 out with the man at first. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
Hey, like you can.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely.
Keeping an eye on him.
Get your pitch up.
A runner on first with 2 away. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Hey, no one better. Let's go, kid.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting, Shortstop.
Paul Janisch strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. George Saldana digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Come on now. Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
And this is sent on the ground for Janisch. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, a double play.
And it's the double play ball that bites him again. This is the 3rd time now that they've hit into one so far. And you're just not going to win many ball games if you keep shooting yourself in the foot like that.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
All right, let's go right here. All right, here we go. Hey, get ahead, stay ahead right here. Let it fly. Let's go right here. Okay, here we go. Let's go now. Hey, get ahead, stay ahead right here.
Stepping in, Carl Williams. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game.
Williams.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, kid.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Mendez loves it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mitchell.
Mitchell Drew will stride in again as we
Come on,
flash it
big
back
guy,
to
get
inning
your
number
pitch and let it
6.
rip.
And this
Let's
was
go.
certainly a big blow in this one. A grand slam as he left no doubt about that one. Lee Chu steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so
One out
far,
now.
so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Smoked on
There we
the
go,
ground
roll it
up
up.
the middle. A step on the bag for 1. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
He kind of got stuck in an in-between position right here. I don't think he quite knew whether to flip it or step.
Leading off the inning, Rob Casto, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing
put
a
him
pretty
away.
big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman,
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Bay Sox win it 10-6.
Here now is our
Good
final
night,
line
everybody.
score. First for the victorious Bay Sox, 10 runs, 17 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. For the Senators, 6 runs on 13 hits, 3 errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 29 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Harrisburg Senators. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
This is a lineup that features so many young kids on this team, and generally you know you're going to have to live with their mistakes, but what you do is you ride that youth and enthusiasm to each victory.
Fernando Irizarry, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this is a starting pitcher that...
Carl Williams will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
A shot down the first baseline. Oh, and he whiffs on it at first. It's right by him into right.
Well, that hit extends his streak to lucky number 13 now. That's almost 2 full weeks where he's been swinging it.
Drew.
Mitchell Drew will stand in now, coming off a perfect 4 for 4 a night ago.
Well, you look for a guy to produce? He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
Left side, fielded cleanly, throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Carl Williams will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Let's go right here.
I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Here we go.
First delivery to him
Hey,
on the
let
way.
her fly, let her fly.
Drives it the other way to deep
Go on,
right.
go two.
Ranging back, and this will find the wall right near
Here
the
you go, find the ball,
347 sign. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
Mitchell Drew will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Oh, and the slurve is over for strike 3 called.
Hey, come on, baby.
So striding in,
Hey,
Henry
get your pitch
Urrutia,
up there. Come on
as
now.
He's got a chance to tie this ball game up with
Oh,
that
baby, see you
equalizing
drive it.
run just 90 feet away at third.
Hey, here we go. Come
Struck
on
him
now.
out.
One time.
And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Joel Guerra, and he'll be tasked with bringing home the potential tying and
Hey, any way you
go-ahead
can,
runs,
any way you
both of
can. Here
which
we
are
go.
Standing in scoring position.
Good take right there. As a
0-2
boy.
pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1
Hey,
and 2.
one pitch right here. Oh, now.
94 on the outer edge. You can't help but take that.
This is pulled into right. Chu is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential.
Hey, come on now. Here we go.
John Shimchak is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. The windup and the 0-1. To first, Williams takes it in, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting.
George Saldana comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Carl Williams will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch
Hey,
he can
one time
drive
right now.
here.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
Come on, kid. Get on for us. Here we go.
1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases.
Come on, Slide, get down.
And this is a situation now on the mound where you can't worry about how you got into it. You got to worry about how you're going to get out of it. And he's got some work to do now.
So a pivotal
Yeah,
moment
see it,
here,
drive it.
and
Let's
digging
go, big
in
dog.
now, Mitchell Drew, as he'll do his best to bring home the go-ahead run from third, 90 feet away.
Some guys are just flat-out clutch. They come through in these situations time and time again. We'll see if he's got that in him here.
Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1. And he is safe at third base as he slides in just better than the tag.
Yeah, they had to scratch and claw to get it done, but this sac fly finally gets him on the board. Hey.
Henry
Hey, be
Urrutia
patient.
will
Get your
try
pitch,
it
huh?
again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too
Hey,
much
you
so
got it.
far,
No one
but he's
better.
got
Let's
a
go.
chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Bounce
Come on,
towards
get
the
there, get
second
there,
baseman.
get there.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. Carl Williams will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
Let it fly now.
Be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
Here's a ground ball, and it's going to
Laser
get on
beam.
through the hole into left field. A base hit. Scoring is the runner from third, and that'll cut the lead down to 1. Mitchell Drew steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and
Hey, your
1
turn.
on
Drive him
here
in.
the
Keep
inning.
it going.
Even at a
He's
ball
going,
on the
he's
strike,
going.
here's the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Chu has a beat on it. 2 gone. Throw back to first. On to first, and they get the double play. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
One error.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. Harrisburg comes out on top 3-2.
Time of the ball game.
Good night, everybody.
55 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening. And please drive home safely.
And we welcome you back to today's minor league pregame show as we close in on Double-A Eastern League Baseball.